My friends, I want to tell you all that my other YouTube channel, Pop Culture KO, is back, and I'm asking you to please subscribe. Pop Culture KO is a channel where I play around and experiment with things that I can't do on my main channel here because the algorithm discourages innovation and trying out new formats. Pop Culture KO is more eclectic, with reviews, commentary, comedy bits, and videos starring Harvey, the Skull of Calderon, and even Omnivac himself. Go to youtube.com/popcultureko or youtube.com/theharveyzone and subscribe today. I just posted some new videos and more are on the way. Thanks for watching, and now, on with the video. Greetings, my friends. I am Dictor Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, broadcasting from my hidden base at the center of the Earth, and I am here today to share a highly amusing rumor and an indisputable fact. Disney stock has dropped below $100 a share and is now threatening to drop even lower as it approaches $98 a share. What's going on here, do you think? I wonder. Could it possibly be that critical reaction to the Acolyte is so damn awful at this point? Even the normie investors are noticing, and it's so bad that Disney can't even spin it. Folks, in this video I'm going to share the good news like a preacher in a tent revival on Sunday morning. Behold the gospel of Doomcock. Star Wars is dead, and unlike the Lord, it is not going to rise again in 3 days, or 3 weeks, or ever. The latest episode of The Acolyte absolutely destroyed Star Wars lore regarding Anakin being the chosen one. It sets up the Jedi to be not only child abductors, but actual murderers, going by the evidence of all the dead witches lying in a cluster together. These women supposedly died in a fire. Do they look burned to you? And why is Jedi Master Saul hustling little Osha past all the bodies in a panic? There's no reason to panic. This is a stone mountain. It's not going to collapse on their heads, no. My theory is, this is a crime scene. The Jedi came to take the kids away from the witches homeschooling them when they belong in the Jedi Academy for diverse younglings, straight white males need not apply, and then wound up slaughtering all these witches. As if that wasn't bad enough, Star Wars is now about witches. The occult. They've completely lost the thread, pun intended, of what made Star Wars fun and magical and great, and they turned it into a franchise for wayward girls, which was never the core audience, and worst of all, the show sucks. It's boring. This last episode of The Acolyte is widely considered to be the worst single episode of Disney's Star Wars ever. Is this why Disney is panicking today? Well, my friends, let's analyze what's going on here and what my Hollywood spies have told me. Yesterday, as you can see, Disney stock dipped below $100 a share, hitting the $99 a share range for a time before they rallied and clawed their way back up above $100. Unfortunately for them, reality is inexorable and cannot be thwarted, and lo and behold, as of the time of this video, the stock is now at $99.35 a share, close to $98 a share, and it has stayed that way all day.
Geez, I guess Nelson Peltz saw this coming, Doomcock. After he lost his crusade to return fiscal responsibility to Disney and profits for Disney investors, Peltz sold off all of Trian Investment Fund's Disney stock. Is Peltz a Jedi? Is all of this unfolding as he foresaw it? Looks like he got out just in time, eh?
Boy, it sure as hell does, Harvey Cthulhu. So let's get to what my Hollywood spies had to say on the matter. At this point, I must state that what I'm about to share with you is information provided to my Hollywood spies claiming knowledge of the situation at Disney, but since I cannot personally confirm any of this, I am presenting it solely as unverified rumor, and I ask you to please take it with a grain of salt. Yesterday at 11:10 a.m., I received the following message from my Hollywood spies. Quote, allegedly, there's an emergency meeting being called today. We hope to have more details soon. According to our sources, this meeting was announced just an hour ago, unquote. When I asked if they had any idea of what this meeting was about, my spies replied, quote, Not yet, it seems. It will happen around 2 California time, unquote.
It seems fairly obvious that this must be the cause, Doomcock. Ever since Iger defeated Nelson Peltz's attempt to gain board seats and his criticism of Disney's lost profits and botched opportunities, Iger has been under great pressure to keep the stock price up, and yet it plummets.
Yes, oh Skull of Calderon and the Acolyte didn't help. My friends, even Forbes singled out Episode 3 of the Acolyte as the biggest Disney Star Wars disappointment yet. It's pure garbage, and it's the death of the franchise. So could this be such a big bomb it's hurting the stock? Obviously, the show alone failing could not harm the stock, but it sure as shit doesn't help. So about 8:20 yesterday evening, my spies followed up with yet another update. Quote, as we understand it, the meeting that was called was mostly over the Acolyte and how it was very poorly received by the audience. It's unclear how this will turn out because the viewer count will only go down, and Bob is doing everything in his power to keep the stock above $90 a share at the moment. We will talk to our sources in a few days to get more details, unquote. Now, personally, I find it ludicrous that Disney is having a meeting over the abject failure of the Acolyte. I mean, surely they knew, right? They must have known. Anyone with a lick of sense and eyes in their heads and brains attached to those eyes would have known that this was a franchise-ending event. Maybe they thought, hey, if The Last Jedi didn't kill Star Wars, what harm will the Acolyte do? What Disney doesn't seem to realize is the damage is cumulative. It adds up over time. And now Star Wars is a slag heap. The stock dipped down below $100 a share to $99.35 a share at the time of this video, and I don't think it's gonna get better. It's only going to get worse. I suspect Deadpool 3 will be the only bright spot for Disney in the next few months. Will it be enough to stop the downward slide of the stock? Watch this space and check out my new channel, Pop Culture KO, a smaller, leaner channel where I don't care about the algorithm and post whatever the hell I want. Go to youtube.com/@popcultureko and subscribe, my friends. You will be glad that you did. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. Ha 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 ha